clothes? Where are your leather apron and ruler? Why are you wearing your finest clothes? Why celebrating? What foreign lands has he conquered for Rome to rule? What foreign princes are chained to his chariot wheels and on Rome ransom money? You blowheads! You unwilling men! You bust them stupid things! Oh, you with the hard hearts, you cruel man of Rome! Didn't you know Bombay? Many a time you climbed up to walls and battlements, to towers and windows. Yes, you all have even climbed to chimney tops with babies in your arms and sat there all day, just waiting to see great Pompey right through the streets of Rome. When you saw his chariot, didn't all of you shout all at once so loudly that the Tiber River shook the sound from echoing within its bank? Now you choose to celebrate a holiday. Now you put on your finest clothes. Now you toss flowers in the path of the man who comes to triumph having defeated Pompey's son. Get out of here. Run to your houses and fall on your knees and pray to God to spare you from a terrible punishment that is certain to come to down upon you for such an ingratitude.
Go, good countrymen, and to atone for this ceremony judgment, gather together all the poor men like you. Lead them to the banks of Tiber River and weep into the water until it overflows.
Yes, my lord.
Stand in the path of Antonius as he runs a race. Antonius!
Yes, my lord Caesar!
Antonius, while you are running, don't forget to touch Calpurnia. As our elders say, if an infertile woman is touched during the holy race, she will escape the curse of sterility.
I shall remember. When Caesar says do this, consider it done.
Let's go then, and don't leave out any of the proper rituals.
Caesar!
Who is calling me?
Beware, March 15!
Who is saying that?
A soothsayer tells you to be aware on 15th March.
He must be crazy. Let's leave him. Come on. Are you not going to watch the race?
No, not me.
Please, come and watch it. I request you.
No, I'm not feeling festive. I lack some of Antony's lively and his competitive spirit. But do not let me stop you from what you want to do. In that case, I leave you alone, Cassius.
Julius, I have been noticing you recently, and I have noticed that you seem very less friendly towards me. You behave very rough and unfriendly towards me, even after knowing that how much love and affection I have for you.
Cassius, don't be fooled if I seem unfriendly to you. It's just because my troubled looks are actually directed at myself. Lately I have been overwhelmed with my private thoughts and conflicting emotions, which must have troubled my looks. But my good friend should not be troubled by that. And I count you as a good friend to me. You should not see anything more than a poor Brutus, who is at war within himself and has forgotten to show its affection to its dear ones.
If that's the case, then I must say I have misunderstood your feelings. And for that reason, I kept to myself a number of important and beneficial thoughts. Good Brutus, tell me, can you yourself see your face?
No, Cassius, because the eyes can't see itself, except the reflection on the other surfaces.
Yes, that's a fact. But also a matter of great shame that you don't have any mirror to view your own worthiness. The thing is, you never got any mirror in which you can view your own face. Without seeing that, how can one estimate his own significance? Brutus, I have heard from a lot of respected Romans that if you could understand your own abilities in these hard times, how wonderful it would have been.
Cassius, what dangers do you want me to lead into? By asking me to look into myself or something that isn't in me?
Then be prepared to listen, good Brutus. And as you know, the best way to view yourself is by a true reflection. Then I will act as a mirror to you and show you those parts of yourself which you yourself are unaware of, without exaggerating them.
This shouting? What is this shouting for? I fear that people must have declared Caesar as their king.
Really? Do you fear that? Then I must guess you don't want that to happen.
No! I don't want that to happen. Even though I love Caesar dearly, but I still don't want him to get crowned as a king. But wait. Why have you kept me here for so long? What else do you want to tell me? Brutus, if it's for the general good of Rome, I'm telling you I would do anything. Everything, even if it meant by my death. Because I'm someone who loves his honor more than he fears his death.
I know you have those qualities, Brutus. And that is why I am aware of your noble inclinations. In fact, honor is what I want to discuss with you. I don't know what you and other men think of this life, but as for me, I would not like to live at all than to live in awe of a man no better than myself. I was born as free as Caesar. So were you. And we both have eaten as well. And we both are capable of enduring the cold winds as he is. Once on a harsh windy day, as Tiber river swelled against its bank, Caesar said to me, Cassius, would you dare to jump into that rough water and swim to that distant point? I immediately plunged in and asked him to follow me. So he did. We both with all of our strength fought against the rough water. But before we could reach the desired destination, Caesar suddenly started crying, Cassius! Cassius, please save me! Please save me or I will sink! There I saved Caesar. I carried him out! Just as the way our sister Aeneas carried his father and Chryses from the fires of Troy, I carried him out. And today Caesar is a god. And Cassius, a wretched creature, who must go down, even when Caesar carelessly nods my way. I remember once when he was in Spain, Caesar got a fever. And when he was in its grip, I noticed how his shoe, yes, it's true, this cord was shaking. His lips lost their color, and the gaze which terrifies the whole world lost its gleam. I noticed how he groaned. He was groaning like a
statue. And we petty men walk under his huge legs just to find out his honorable graves. As if we are some slaves. Brutus, sometimes men have to make their own destiny. The fault is not in our stars. It lies within us. We are the weak men. Brutus or Caesar? What's special in this name, Caesar? Why his name should be shouted more than you? You write both names together. Your name is just as good as to write. You say both names together. Your name is just as good as to say. You weigh both names together and your name is just as heavy. Do magic with Brutus and Caesar, and Brutus will call all the spirits at Caesar will. Now in the name of all gods, just answer me one question. What special made Caesar Hamilton? That made him grow so great that he has overshadowed all of us and started dictating us. I feel ashamed. I feel ashamed that Rome has lost the capability to raise noble blood.
Cassius, I do not doubt that you love me. I'll tell you what do I think about it and about what's happening in Rome later. But for the moment, in the name of our friendship, I would prefer that you not try to do any more persuading. I'll think what you have said to me. I'll find appropriate time so that whatever else you want to tell me, I'll listen it patiently. I'll consider and think about these such weighty matters. But my noble friend, think about this. I will rather call myself some villager of Rome instead of calling myself some noble citizen of Rome.
I'm glad that my weak words have forced a small show of passion from you, Brutus.
Caesar is returning.
Yes. As they pass by, grab Casca by his hand. He in his own way will tell if anything important happened today.
I'll do so. But look there, Cassius. Caesar's face is full of anger. And everyone else looks like they have been scolded. Calpurnia's face is full of pain. And Cicero...
Leave that, Brutus. Casca will tell what happened today.
Look, Antonius. He's Cassius, right? Oh, his lean body and heavy look. He thinks too much. Men like him are dangerous.
Dangerous? Did you say? My Lord Caesar, he's not dangerous. Don't be afraid of him. Cassius is a noble Roman with an honorable character.
I am not afraid of him. But he reads a lot. He's a skilled observer. And he sees hidden motives behind men's action. He doesn't enjoy games like you do, Antonius. He never listens to music. He smiles rarely. And even if he smiles, it seems like he's mocking himself. That's what inspired him to smile. Men like him are very dangerous. I am telling you what should be feared, rather than what I fear. Because, after all, I am Caesar.
Do you want to speak with me?
Yes. Yes, noble Casca. Tell us what has happened today that made Caesar seem so unhappy.
Well. Brutus, a crown was offered to him. And as it was offered, he pushed it away at the back of his hand. No, I do not need crown. Like this. And Cassius, as he pushed the crown away, my noble countrymen started shouting.
What was the second noise for?
For the same thing, Brutus.
Casca, he cried 3 times. What was the third noise for?
Cassius, it was for the same thing.
You mean to say the crown was offered to him 3 times?
Yes, Brutus. In my precious opinion, Brutus, you're a wise man. The crown was offered to him 3 times, and he pushed it away 3 times. But each time he pushed it away, it was gentle than the last. And Cassius, each time he pushed the crown away, my noble countrymen started cheering him up.
Who offered him crown?
Cassius, how can you be so unguessable? It was Mark Antony. Who else?
Casca, tell us more about that.
Brutus, I just as soon be hanged than to describe all of it. It was all foolishness in my eyes. I didn't pay any attention to it. But, yes, Brutus, I saw Mark Antony offering him a crown. No, it didn't actually look like a crown. It was more or less looking like a wreath. But yes, Caesar refused it once. And then, in my opinion, he would have gladly taken it, but he refused it. And then Mark Antony, clever man, he offered the crown to him the second time, and Caesar refused it the second time. Yet again, in my opinion, he actually didn't want to take his hands off it, but he refused it, Cassius. And the third time, Mark Antony offered him the crown, he refused it again. Yet, this time, Brutus, as he refused to take the crown, the masters hooted, clapped their chapped hands, threw up their sweaty hats, and rolled out with a load of stinking breath that nearly choked Caesar himself, and he fell down. As for me, I didn't dare to laugh at it because I was fearful to open my lips and inhale that stinking air.
Stop for a minute. What did you say? It's Caesar faint.
Yes, Cassius, why do you always doubt me? He fell down at the marketplace and foamed at his mouth that he could barely speak.
That's very likely. He has epilepsy, the falling sickness.
No, Caesar doesn't suffer from any falling sickness. This sickness is within me. You and gentle-hearted Kafka who are constantly falling.
Oh, Cassius, I do not know what you mean by that. But Brutus, I saw that he fell down at the marketplace. If the masters didn't clap for him or hiss at him based on whether he pleased or displeased them, just as we do for Roman actors in theatre, then you... Hey, Brutus, do you think I'm a liar?
No, Casca. Tell us, what has happened there?
Well, Brutus, as I told you, when the commoners were glad that he refused to take the crown, you know, what did he do? He pulled open his jacket and offered his throat to cut. Cassius, if I were a common laborer and didn't take him at his word, then to hell with me. And then immediately after that he fainted. Oh my God. When he came to, he wanted the public to know that whether he had done anything wrong or said anything wrong, it was only because of his mere sickness. There were 3 or 4 women standing beside me, Cassius. They started crying. Good soul. Caesar is a good soul. But Cassius, please do not pay any attention to it, because even I did not pay any attention to it. But yes, if Caesar would have killed their mothers, they would have done the same thing. I know.
And after all that, he looked this way, seemed so unhappy.
Yes, Julius. But I have more news to tell you. Murderers and failures have been punished to pull off the scars of statues of Caesar. Oh my God. Why did I tell you all this? Oh my God. I need to go. I need to rush.
Kasa.
Yes.
Would you like to have dinner with me tonight?
No. I have other commitments.
Then tomorrow?
If I'm still alive after all of this, then why not? Okay, Cassius. If your food is worth eating, then why not? And yes, if you're still sane, then why not?
Bye, Kasa. I'll wait for you.
Oh my God, I just fell down.
man he has become. Cassius, he used to be so quick-witted when he was in school.
He's not foolish. Yes, sometimes he talks foolishly. But that only helps him. Because people take his blunt words with more ease.
That's exactly. But for now, I leave you. But if you want to talk to me about this, I'll come to your home. Or you can come to my place. I'll wait for you.
Yes, I will do so. But till then, please think. What's best for the world? Well, Brutus. You are such a noble man. Yet, I see, your nobleness could be swayed. Therefore, it's better for noble men to just talk with other noble men. Because who is a man? He can't be seduced. Caesar hates me, but he loves Brutus. If I were Brutus and he were Cassius, he would never have been able to sway me as much as I swayed. Tonight, I will throw a number of letters at his window, each written in different handwriting, as if they came from different citizens of Rome. They will all praise Brutus. And yes, they will all talk about Caesar's ambition. Then we will see how he stands. Either we will topple him up or we will face the consequences.
Killing Caesar is the only way. As for me, I have no personal reason to harm him, other than the common good. But he wants to be get crowned king. But the question is, how might being king will change him? Just as sunny days cause poisonous snakes to come outside, bad things can come out from what looks good. And so we must step careful. If we crown him king, then I admit we will be giving him so much of power that he could use to do evil things. If we want it, the abuse of power comes. Power gets separated from empathy and compassion. And to be honest about Caesar, I never seen his emotions to get better of his reason. But it's a basic truth that an ambitious young man uses humility to get up to the ladder. And once when he on the top rung, he turns his back on those beneath him and shoots for the skies, whilst crowning about what he did to get to the top. Caesar might do the same. And because he might, we should kill him. Since our argument has nothing to do with who he is right now, I should think of him in a way What if his character were transformed into the one that I have described? And so, we should think of him as a serpent's egg, which once grows, it grows dangerous and poisonous. And just as all serpents do, we should kill him while he is still in the shell.
Sir, the candle is lit in the study room. While I was searching on the window sill for the flame, I found this paper. Sit up like this. And I'm sure it was not lying there where I went to bed.
Boy, is it tomorrow, 15th March?
I don't know, sir.
Oh, just go and check the calendar and let me know now.
Sure, sir. I will.
Brutus, you are sleeping. Wake up and see yourself for who you are. Will Rome speak, strike, right the wrongs? Brutus, you are sleeping. Wake up. I have come upon many other encouragements like this, left in places where I wouldn't find them. Is Rome going to? And so I must complete the thought. Will Rome stand in awe of one single man? Really? Rome! My ancestors drove Tarquin from the streets of Rome when he was pronounced as a king! Speak, strike, right the wrongs. Is this letter asking me to speak and strike? Oh, Rome! I'm telling you, if a single strike would result in the restoration of the Republic, I would do everything! I would do everything you are asking for! With my very own hands!
Sir, 15 days of March have passed.
Go and check the gate. Someone is knocking there.
All right, sir.
I haven't slept since Cassius turned me up against Caesar. The time when you decide to do something great and terrible, and the instant when you actually do it feels like an awful dream. And the man who waits become like a little kingdom inside, in which the conscious mind and body joins together to make a conspiracy to overcome the conscious mind.
Sir, it's your brother-in-law, Cassius, at the door. He wants to see you.
Is he alone?
No, sir. There are others with him.
Do you know them?
No, sir.
It's all right. Bring them out.
Sure, sir.
Must be the faction that wants to kill Caesar. Oh, conspiracy. You came here after midnight. Are you ashamed to show your face even at night? What do you think when you things are most at liberty? And if so, when it's a day? Where are you going to show your face when it's a day? Where will you hide your monstrous faces? You will not find a dark cave there. No, don't bother to find a cave. Instead, hide your true faces behind smiles and friendliness. And if you wait you, hell itself wouldn't be dark enough to keep you from being found and stopped.
Good morning, Brutus. I think we have disturbed your sleep. Are we bothering you?
No, I was up. I have been awake all night. But do I know all these men who have come with you?
Yes. I will introduce you to every one of them. Each of them respect you and also think that you should have high opinion about yourself, as all of them have. Meet them. This is Marilla. This is Kafka. This is Decius. Over there is Flavius. And at last, Metlasember.
They all are well precious.
Brutus, what about Cicero? Should we get a sense of his thoughts? I think he will strongly support us.
Cassius, in my precious opinion, let's not leave him out.
Yes, by all means.
Yes, we should bring him in. His age and renown will ensure that people speak in our praise. Also, it will be said that Cicero's good judgment directed our plans. Our relative youth and recklessness will be obscured by his sober seriousness.
No, don't bring him in. We shouldn't talk to him about this. Because he's someone who will never follow anything that other men have started.
Then leave him out.
Indeed, he's not a good fit for this, I think. Gentlemen, I have a question. Should Caesar be the only one we target?
Patients have raised a very valid question. I think after killing Caesar, it wouldn't be wise to leave Mark Antony alive. He might conspire against us. And we all know the resources he has. If he uses them, then he could pose a significant threat to us. Therefore, in my opinion, both Mark Antony and Caesar should be kept together.
Yes, Cassius! It will seem too bloody if we cut off Caesar's head. And then also we hack off his arms and legs just because Mark Antony is one of Caesar's arms. We need to be the sacrificers of Caesar out of necessity, not as butchers whom are out on the road just for blood. Oh, my noble friends, let's kill Caesar boldly, and there is no blood in that. Let's carve him up like a dish fit for the gods. Don't hack him up like a carcass fit for the dogs. And like this will make our actions to be driven out of necessity. And it will represent us in front of the commoners as surgeons, not as murderers. And don't think about Mark Antony. He will not be do anything more once his head is cut off.
But I still fear him, Brutus, because of the amount of love he has.
Oh, Cassius, don't think about Mark Antony. If Antony loves Caesar, then he can only hurt himself by falling into despair and dying for Caesar. And in my opinion, Mark Antony will not do it. Because he's someone who loves sport, reads book, excitement, and he parties too much.
There's nothing to fear from him. Let him not die. He will live and laugh at this later on. It's time for us to go.
Yes, it's 3 o'clock now. But it's still not certain that whether Caesar will come to Senate today or not. Because he has become superstitious these days.
possible that due to his fortune teller's insistence or the unusual terror of night, he might not come to senate at all.
Don't you worry about that. If that's what he is planning to do, I can persuade him otherwise. He loves to hear from me, telling him how unicorns can be captured with prickly around tails, bears with glasses, elephants in holes, and lions with necks. Just as men can be tricked by flatterers. When I tell him that he hates flatterers, he agrees. Even though that is the exact instance when I am flattering him the most. Let me work on him. I can shape his mood in the right direction, and I will bring him to the Capitol.
That would be good.
Okay, gentlemen. Look happy and well rested. And watch your faces. Let's not allow our faces to betray our plans. Instead, carry ourselves as our Roman actors do, with bright faces and calm spirits. And so, good morning to all of you.
It's not good for yours either. You snuck out of our bed rudely. And last night at dinner, you suddenly got up, paced around with your arms crossed, falling inside. And when I asked you what was wrong, you stared at me rudely. I repeated my question, but you didn't reply. I insisted, but you didn't answer. Instead, with an angry wave of your hand, you signaled that I should leave you alone. So I did, because I didn't want to further stand away your anger. She was already inflamed. Yet I hoped that it was a result of a bad mood, which can, from time to time, affect anyone. Your bad mood won't let you eat, talk, or sleep, does. If it could affect your appearance as much as it has affected the way you are behaving, then I wouldn't even recognize you. My dear Lord, tell me about what is making you upset.
Nothing. I was just not feeling well.
No, since you are a wise man, if you are not feeling well, you will do the right thing for yourself.
Portia, that's what I'm doing. You just go to the bed and sleep.
You are sick. And is it good for your health to walk outside with an open jacket and breathe in the darkness of the morning? Really, Julius? You sneak out of your warm bed and let the humid and dirty air make you even sicker? No, my Julius. There is some sickness within your mind. And according to the right is your mind, I deserve to know. On my knees I beg, by my once praised beauty, by all your love vows, by the vow of that great marriage which brought two of us together and made into one person, that you really, as I am one half of yourself, tell me why you are unhappy and what the man felt the need to visit you tonight, as there were 6 or 7 men who came and who hid their faces into the darkness.
Oh, noble Portia, you need not to kneel.
I wouldn't need to kneel if you were acting nobly, Brutus. Tell me, Brutus, don't the bonds of our marriage mean that I'm supposed to know all the secrets that you concern? Am I part of you only in a rigid sense? sometimes? Do I exist only on the borders of your happiness? If it's only that, then I am your whore, not your wife.
No! You are my true and honorable wife, Portia.
If that were true, then I would know all your secrets, Julius. I admit that I am just a woman. Even so, I am the woman that Lord Julius took for his wife. I admit that I am just a woman. But even so, I am a woman with noble reputation and cattle's daughter. Do you think that I am no stronger than the rest of my sex? Having such a father and such a husband? Tell me, Julius. Tell me, I won't tell it to anyone. Julius, I have proved my trustworthiness by giving myself food here in the night. If I can bear this pain, can't I bear my husband's secret?
Oh God! Make me worthy of this noble wife!
Neither the earth nor the sky have been at peace tonight. 3 times Calpurnia cried out in her sleep, "Help! Help! They are murdering Caesar!" Hey! Come here!
My lord,
Go and tell the priest to sacrifice an animal to the gods and bring me the interpretation of the results.
I will, my lord.
What is this, Caesar? What is this that I'm hearing? You think you're going to go outside? You are not leaving this house today.
I will go out. The things that threaten me have never seen anything but the best. When they see Caesar's face, they will disappear.
Caesar, I never paid attention to omens. But now they frighten me. One of the servants has told me that apart from the things that we have seen and heard, the night watchmen have also seen horrid things. Caesar, a lioness gave birth in the streets, and graves opened wide and let out their dead. Fierce fiery warriors fought in the clouds, Caesar, in ranks and in the usual military formations, until blood drizzled down from the sky onto the capital. The noise of the battle clashed in the air, Caesar, and horses neighed, and dying men groaned, and the whole street is squealed in the streets. Caesar, these things are beyond all normal experiences, and I fear them.
Who can avoid what God wants to happen? Still, Caesar will go out. These omens have to do with the world in general as much as they have to do with Caesar.
Caesar, when beggars die, no comets appear in the sky. The heavens only light up to announce the deaths of princes.
Cowards die many times before their death, Calpurnia. The brave only die once. Of all the incredible things I have heard about, men's fear to death is the strangest. Death, which can't be avoided, will come when it wishes to come.
My lord,
What do the priests say?
they don't want you to go out today. When they pulled out the insides of the holy sacrifice, they found no hurt within the animal.
The gods do this to teach me to be ashamed of my cowardice. They are saying that I would be Caesar won't stay home then. Danger knows very well that Caesar is more dangerous. Danger and I are two lions born from the same mother on the same day, and Caesar is older and fiercer one. Caesar will go out.
Alas, my lord, your arrogance is overwhelming your wisdom. Caesar, please don't go out. See, that is my fear that keeps you inside and not your own. We sent Mark Antony to the Senate and he'll say that you're not feeling well, Caesar. Please, please don't go out. I'm here on my knees. Let me convince you.
Get up, get up. Mark Antony will say, I am not coming. And I will stay home for your sake.
Hey, Caesar! Good morning, noble Caesar. I have come to escort you to the Senate.
Oh, Lucius! So you can carry my greeting to the senators and tell them I won't come. It would be false to say that I can't. And even more false to say that I don't dare to come. I simply won't come today. Tell them that, Lucius.
Say he's sick.
Won't Caesar send alive? Have I been so victorious in battle, but I am not afraid to tell the truth to some old man? Lucius, go and tell them I won't come.
Most mighty Caesar, tell me some reason of your planned absence, so that I don't be laughed at when I tell them that you are not coming.
The reason is, that is what I want to do. I am not coming today. It would be enough to satisfy the senators. But because I like you, I will tell you for your personal satisfaction. My wife had dreamt last night that she saw a statue of me streaming pure blood like a fountain with spouts. And many happy Romans came smiling and washed their hands in it. Calpurnia thinks the dreams are warnings and omens of approaching evil. And she asked me to stay home today.
This dream has been interpreted all wrong. It was in fact a wonderful and a lucky vision. Your statue spouting fountains of blood, and with so many smiling Romans bathed, which means that you will provide great Rome with the blood that will keep it alive. And it also means that the great man of Rome will beg you for your holy blood as part of your approval. This is what Calpurnia's dream means.
This is a very good interpretation.
You would like my interpretation even better. Only if you hear what else I have to say. The Senate has decided to give mighty Caesar a crown today. Now, if you send them word that you won't come, they may change their minds. And not just that, someone's even likely to make a joke. Postpone the Senate until some other time, when Caesar's wife has had better dreams. And Caesar, if you hide yourself like this, won't they whisper, "See, Caesar is afraid!" Pardon me, Caesar. Pardon me. My love and high hopes for your advancement has made me to tell you all this. My manners are less powerful than my love for you.
How foolish your fears seem now, Calpurnia. I am ashamed that I gave in to them. Decius, wait for me outside. Caesar will go. Are we all ready? What are the problems that Caesar and his students should deal with? might flatter an ordinary man. Your brother was banished by decree. If you kneel and beg and flutter for him, I will kick you out of my way like a dog. Know that Caesar won't punish anyone without good reason, and will not leave him without good reason.
So is there no voice worthier than my own to sweetly ask the great Caesar to repel the banishment of my brother?
Caesar, I kneel in front of you, but not in flattery. But still I want you to repeal Publius Cimber's banishment immediately.
What? Brutus?
Pardon, Caesar, pardon. I throw myself at your feet and ask that Publius Cimber regain his citizenship.
I could be influenced if I were like you. If I could beg others to change their minds, begging would convince me too. I was resolved that Cimber should be banished, and I am resolved that he should remain banished. Oh, Caesar, enough! Would you try to lift Mount Olympus?
Great Caesar!
Why are you kneeling when even Brutus kneeling is in vain?
Hands! Speak for me! Ah!
And then we will walk outside, even at the public marketplace, and bloody swords over our head and cry, peace, liberty, and freedom to all!
Come and wash your hands in his blood. Who knows for how many years this epic scene will be enacted in countries that don't yet exist and languages not yet known.
How many times Caesar will bleed in plays about this moment? Just lies beneath the statue of Pompey and just.
And every time this scene will be enacted, the group of us will be acclaimed as the men who gave their country freedom.
Wait. Who's coming? A friend of Antony?
Brutus, my master told me to kneel like this. And prostrate myself on the ground. And being on the ground like this, he told me to say that Brutus is noble, wise, brave, and honest. Caesar was mighty, bold, royal, and loving. Antony loves Brutus and honors him. Antony feared Caesar, loved him, and honored him. If Brutus will promise that Antony will be safe to come to him and hear an explanation that why Caesar deserved to be killed, Mark Antony will not love dead Caesar as much as living Brutus, and he will follow noble Brutus in the bad times of this unprecedented state of affairs. As says my master Antony.
Your master is a wise and brave Roman. I never thought it otherwise. Go and tell him. If he comes here, he will get a full explanation for my actions, and he will leave unharmed. I swear it on my honor.
I will get him now. I will.
I believe we will soon have Mark Antony as a good friend to us.
I hope we do. But I still fear him. My misgivings end up coming painfully true.
Welcome, Marcus Brutus.
know not, gentlemen, what you intend. Who else you must kill? Who else you think is corrupt? If it's me, there's no time as fitting as this hour of Caesar's death. No weapons in the whole world, even half as worthy as your swords, made rich with the noblest blood. I beg you, if you have any grudge against me, do what you want to do now, while your stained hands still smell of blood. Even if I live 1,000 years, I will never find a more apt moment to die. No place would I prefer to die than next to Caesar. And no manner of death would I prefer than being stabbed by you. The leaders of this new era.
Oh, Mark Antony, don't beg us to kill you. Though we seem to be very bloody and cruel to you right now, with our bloody hands and what they have just done. But I'm telling you, you are just seeing our hands and the bloody work they have done. You are not seeing into our hearts. They are full of pity for Caesar. But the wrongs committed against the Rome overcome our pity for Caesar. Because the fire drives out the fire. Mark Antony, our swords have soft points, and they will not harm you. With our same hands, which have stricken Caesar, and the heart filled with the brotherly love, embrace you with kind life, good thoughts, and admiration.
And Anthony, your influence will be as strong as anyone else when we select new government.
Just be patient until we have calmed the masses, whom are themselves in great fear. And then I'll tell you why I, who loved Caesar even when I stabbed him, have done this.
I don't doubt your wisdom. Let each man render me your bloody hand. First, Marcus Brutus, let me shake your hand. What shall I say? Now that we have shaken hands, my credibility stands on such slippery ground that you must think of me either a coward or a flatterer. Oh, Caesar, it is true. I did love you. If your spirit looks upon us now, would it grieve you more than your death? To see your Antony making peace by shaking the bloody fingers of your enemies, the most noble enemies, in the presence of your corpse. Oh world! You are the forest to this deer. And this deer, oh world, was your deer. But now, you lie here, so much like a deer, stabbed by many princes.
Mark Antony!
Pardon me, Cassius. Even the enemies of Caesar would say the same. So when said by a friend, the just a plain, unemotional truth.
I don't blame you for praising Caesar as you do. But what agreement you plan to make with us now? Should we consider you a friend or move on without depending upon you?
Because I wanted to be your friend, I shook your hands. But indeed I was distracted when I looked down at Caesar. Gentlemen, I'm friends with you all and love you all on one condition. That you will give me reasons how and why Caesar was so dangerous.
If we couldn't, then killing him would be some savage act. Oh, Mark Antony, our reasons are so well thought out that if you were Caesar's son, that also would have been justified by them.
That's all I seek. Moreover, I shall be allowed to bring his body to the marketplace and stand on the platform to speak during Caesar's funeral ceremony, as a friend ought to do.
You may, Mark Antony.
Brutus! I need to talk to you. What are you doing, Brutus? Never let Antony speak at his funeral. Don't you know? People could be stirred up by what he says.
If you say, then I'll myself stand on the platform first and explain the reasons for the Caesar's death. And I'll say that Mark Antony is speaking with our permission. It will help us more than it will harm us.
Anything could happen, Brutus. But I don't like this.
Mark Antony, here take Caesar's body. And remember, you will not blame us in your funeral speech. You will only say all the glories you can think about Caesar. You will speak on the same platform that I'll do, and you will say that you are making your speech without permission. And after I finish my own speech,
So be it.
I wanted nothing more. Okay. Then prepare the body and follow us.
Pardon me, you bleeding corpse, for being quiet and friendly with these butchers. You are the ruins of the noblest man that ever lived. May disaster strike the hand who shed this priceless blood. Your wounds are like a speechless mouths. They open their red lips to beg me to speak. Over your wounds, I prophesy that a curse will come upon us. Anger between brothers and fierce civil war will burden all of Italy. Blood and destruction shall be so common and dreadful events so familiar that mothers shall just smile when they watch their babies cut to pieces by the hands of war. The sheer volume of evil deeds will choke people's compassion. Caesar's expressed, searching for revenge with aid by his side, will rush up from hell and cry in the voice of a monarch, "Havoc!" His thoughts will unleash the dogs of war, so that this foul murder will cover the earth with the corpses of men begging to be buried.
Romans, countrymen, and friends, listen to the reasons for my action and be silent so that you can hear me. Be wise in your judgment of me, and upon my honor, I can say that you can believe me. Be attentive so that you can judge me wisely. If there's any dear friend of Caesar available in this assembly, I would say to him that my love is no less than his. wants to know why I rose up. My dear friend, this is my answer. It is not that I loved Caesar less, but I loved my country, Rome, more. Caesar was my friend. I weep for him because he had so much of good fortune. I was happy for him because he was brave. I honor him because he was ambitious. I killed him. There are tears for his love, joy for his fortune, honor for his bravery, and death for his ambitions. Who here is so wretched that he wants to be a slave? If there are any, let them speak, because they are the one I have offended. Who here is so uncivilized? Who doesn't want to be a Roman? If there are any, let them speak, because they are the one I have offended. Who here is so despicable, who does not love his country? If they are the one, let them speak, because they are the one I have offended. I will wait for a reply. This silence speaks everything. This means I have offended no one. I have done no more to Caesar than you would have done to me. Countrymen, let me leave now on my own with these final words. As I rose up, my dear friend, I will still keep this dagger with myself, so that if my country requires my death, I can kill myself. Let me leave now. Be here and show some respect to the Caesar's corpse and to the Antony's speech, in which he will tell you about the glories of Caesar, about which we have given him the permission to make. I believe no one of you will leave except for us.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I have come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them, but the good is often buried with their bones. So let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus told you that Caesar was ambitious.
gold, and Caesar has paid grievously for it. Now, with the permission of Brutus and the others, because Brutus is an honorable man, as all the others are honorable men. With their permission, I have come to speak at Caesar's funeral. Caesar was my friend. He was loyal and fair to me. But Brutus says Caesar was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. Caesar brought many captives home to Rome, whose ransoms enriched the public treasury. Did Caesar seem ambitious in this? When the poor cried, Caesar wept. Ambition should not be so tender-hearted. Still, Brutus says, Caesar was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. You did see that on the feast day of Lupercal, I presented Caesar a king's crown. Not once, but thrice. And all 3 times Caesar refused it. Was that ambition? Yet Brutus says Caesar was ambitious. And of course, Brutus is an honorable man. I do not say this to disprove what Brutus had said, but to speak about what I know. You all loved Caesar once, and not without reason. So what reason stops you from mourning him? Just yesterday, no one in the world would have stood against Caesar's command. Today, he lies here dead. And no one is so humble as to show him some respect. You all know this matter, don't you? Look, this is the place where Cassius's dagger cut through it. See the rip that the envious Casca made. The much beloved Brutus stabbed him through this hole. And when Brutus yanked out his cursed dagger, see how Caesar's blood followed after it. As if rushing out a door to see for sure if it was Brutus knocking so rudely. For Brutus was Caesar's angel. Oh gods, how dearly Caesar loved him. This was the most unkindest cut of all. When Caesar saw Brutus' staff, it was Brutus' ingratitude more than their weapons that overwhelmed him. Then his mighty heart burst, and with his face covered by his mantle, which was dripping with blood, great Caesar fell at the base of Pompey's statue. Oh gods,
What if all it was? Then I and you, all of us, fell down. Do you weep when all are you looking at is Caesar's wounded mantle? Look right here. Here is the man himself, battered by traitors. Good friends, I'm not here to steal your loyalty. I'm no orator like Brutus. I'm just a plain, blunt man who loved his friend Caesar. I don't have the wit, words worth action, or eloquence to stir men's blood. I show you sweet Caesar's wounds and ask them to speak for me. But if I were Brutus and Brutus were me, then that Antony would ruffle up your emotions and put in every wound of Caesar a voice that would inspire even the stones in Rome to rise and mutiny. Here is a paper with Caesar's seal on it. I found it in his closet. It is Caesar's will. To every Roman citizen, to every single individual, Caesar gives 75 silver coins. In addition, he has left you his walkways, his private gardens, and newly planted orchards on this side of the Tiber River. He has left them to you and to your heirs forever. Public parks where you can wander and relax. Here was a Caesar. When comes such another?
Congratulate the director and the whole cast. They have given a very good performance. It is a great play, and the performers and the directors, they have done justification to this great production. I congratulate them. Thank you very much.
Let me invite Dr. Pratap Sehgal ji, बच्चों को blessings कुछ बताइए सर परफॉर्मेंस की.
Thank you. I was a little apprehensive कि Ashraf would do it because he is doing Hindi theatre and I think for the first time. Yes. लगा मुझे कि ये अब हिंदी से अंग्रेजी में आए हैं और आप लोगों ने भी एंजॉय किया होगा और मुझे लगता है और भी इस तरह की प्रोडक्शन हमको देखने के लिए मिलेंगी और कीप इट अप। और इंग्लिश थिएटर को भी थोड़ा सा आपका योगदान मिलना चाहिए और टीम आपके साथ है, बहुत अच्छी टीम है, अगर ये आपके साथ रहती है तो लेकिन बहुत आनंद आया मुझे देख के और वेरी इम्प्रेसिव प्रोडक्शन, वेरी इम्प्रेसिव। सो आई congratulate you, all of you, especially Ashraf, he is the engine, and the audience, wonderful audience.
मैं कोरस में आपको बताना चाहता हूं, जो ऑन स्टेज कोरस में थे मिस्टर राहुल खत्री, हरिओम झा, प्रियांशु, सौरभ, जयकश्यप, नीलम रावत। जिन लोगों ने एक्ट किया है उनके नाम सीजर सर्वेंट उत्तम ओझा, एंटनीज फ्रेंड मोनीदीप कांचीलाल, लूसियस राजन कुमार, निकलेस निखिल तिवारी, बीसीएस चिराग गोयल, एवरेस कुंदन कुमार, बेरुलस अभिषेक यादव, कैलिफोर्निया सृष्टि, वर्षिया पूनम वर्मा, कास्का द कॉमेडियन गौरव चौधरी, कैसियस की भूमिका में थे मिस्टर मानिक शर्मा, ब्रूटस आजाद सिंह शेरावत, एंटनी की भूमिका में डॉक्टर सुमित नंदन, फाइनली सीजर की भूमिका भरत कुमार। Thank you very much for your coming for here. We are appreciating it.